Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ray Guitar channel, and today, guys, we are talking about some drama with the YouTuber Ethan Klein.
You guys always underestimate my autism skills.
And another streamer named Brad Taste in Music. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not remember, I'll catch you up. We've talked about Brad in the past before, whenever he was kind of like trolling and fucking with Ronnie Raddick. And at that point in time, you know, the drama was pretty entertaining. It was funny. I never really watched any of his content before. Don't really care about that, to be completely honest. You know, it's just music review bullshit. He's kind of like, you know, Anthony Fantano if he was an AIDS-ridden heroin addict.
Oh, the glizzy. Every man just wants to be inside of me. Oh, it's slippery. Every man just wants to be inside of me.
But ladies and gentlemen, as of recent, he's been trying to make a change, you know? He's been trying to pander to a more, I guess, sensitive PC kind of crowd. For instance, in his video named Addressing the Racism, he talks about how he's been making some jokes and being casually racist.
I am racist. Brad Taste in Music admits that he is undoubtedly racist.
And yeah, he just kind of basically sucks off the audience for a good 3 minutes on why he's such a bad person for making jokes.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Bradley here. I just want to make this video really quickly to address the casual racism that's gone on throughout specifically paid reaction streams. The community has been very accepting of many different people from many different backgrounds, many different sexualities, mental disorders. But I feel like when it comes down to different cultures, people just sort of forget that what they're saying could possibly be offensive to other people. Now, I take blame for this. I've made content that's very much encouraged people to say some stupid shit like, you know, Japanese music showing up as anime music, or reggaeton is all copy and paste garbage. Another one being there's a lot of Asian hate casually just thrown in the mix as well. I could have definitely done a better job at denouncing this, but admittingly I didn't really see a big problem with it until recently. A big reason is I've just educated myself on a lot of different cultures. K-pop's a really big example.
And, okay, we all know how we feel about that here on the Ray Guitar channel. Very much a pussy move. And he's also made a second video called Addressing the Racism Again, where he's just calling out like half of his audience, or a good portion of his audience, that kind of go and make fun of people on the internet. You know, people he has no control over, who have free will and can do whatever they want. Oh no, they go to the people that he talks about and they make fun of them. Oh god. But ladies and gentlemen, a clip of him resurfaced, okay, where he was on stream and he gets a donation.
Yo, Allie, 4 minutes ago says, "Hey Brad, I heard you mentioning a struggle with disassociation. I've been having the same experience for years after a bad
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Allie.
Okay, you can see it on his face. The man is shook, okay? He is taken aback by that message, by that donation. Now let's just see. Wait a second here, ladies and gentlemen, and see what he has to say about that donation.
Sorry.
Damn, get to the point, dude. I understand. I understand you're getting some trauma, alright, or whatever the fuck, while you're in the middle of streaming. Say something. Get to the point. This is actually torturous.
Bad drug trips. Just one of those things you kind of suppress and don't think about anymore to kind of just move on. But I'll just say that I started feeling disassociative around the exact same time I had a really bad trip as well.
Okay. Alright, so he goes into his trauma, alright, his disassociation. Now, as a man who has done drugs before, and who has had bad trips before, I can confirm I've never tried to suppress them and just fully forget them. In fact, I remember them because they're pretty funny stories. I mean, they're good to tell at parties and bullshit. But yeah, I mean, if you can't laugh at your trauma, then you're just gonna live a sad, little lonely life, just filled with fear of like, oh, what could happen, what's to come, what's gonna happen next. Like, I don't know. Take a breather, dude. Just chillax, okay? You're not in the trip anymore.
I'm sorry, just the mention of it is kind of just brought it up again, I guess, which you don't need to feel sorry about, because it's really, like, you did nothing wrong. I really appreciate it, but it's just one of those things that's gonna happen. So, sorry, I'll explain. I used to smoke weed a lot, and just one day I had, like, I'm not gonna talk about it, but it was just like...
Wait. Wait. His bad drug trip was with weed, dude? Yo, I'm fucking fiending for that J, dude. I'm fucking fiending, bro. Hold up. I'll be right back. Hello? Hello, do you have 911? Yeah, I need I fucking huffed fake, bro. I fucking smoked it, bro. It was all over the butt, bro. I fucking freaking did. I'm fucking freaking out right now. I can't breathe, bro. I can't breathe, bro. No, that's a little crazy. That's a little out there, a little wacky, okay? I've smoked weed a lot, and obviously every substance, you know, it affects people differently, but I don't know. To have this amount of trauma that it, like, makes you disassociate is a little crazy. I've never gotten that off of a J. Maybe he got crossfaded. Maybe he started spinning a little bit, and he was like, oh, bro, spinning like a laundromat. Maybe get off screen. Like, don't be on camera right now, because clearly he's going through shit, okay?
What's so hard about bad drug trip, like a real one, like a really existential one, is it just feels like you don't know how to explain it, and it instantly feels like it changes your life.
Bro literally was smoking on the Fent pack, dude. No, I don't think that you can have an existential, horrible, bad drug trip on weed. Maybe. I've never seen it. I haven't heard much about it. And if you do experience that, then you're probably a pussy. Okay, someone just put ego death in the chat. No one is having ego death off of a fucking bong rip. No, you cannot get ego death off of smoking fucking weed. That is a child. Confirmed, 100% confirmed. That chatter right there is an actual child.
One sec.
Okay. He's walking away. Nope. He's not walking away. He's crying on stream. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, why was that at all important? Well, because it was funny, okay? And because he's a sensitive little guy. And there's nothing wrong about being a sensitive person, okay? That has its time and place. But my whole gripe with it is being this sensitive and I guess this open about your emotions with total strangers on the internet. But, ladies and gentlemen, okay, little old Brad here, he's clearly got a nice a nice positive community, even though he had to, on multiple occasions, address the racism and address the community who's been attacking people. Unfortunately, his community decided to come after him and attack him. Why, you might ask? Because he took a picture with Ethan Klein at their live show event. So he posts this picture on Twitter, okay? He's happy to meet these big YouTubers, okay? Then he gets a shitload of backlash, okay? Like a crazy amount of people are just like bombarding him with, how could you possibly ever take a picture with these Zionists, with these Jews? How could you ever be seen in the same place smiling next to Ethan Klein? Being next to a Jew during this whole Palestine stuff? That's pretty problematic of you, actually. You can't be around Jews right now. That's genuinely how these people were treating it. You think that I'm over-exaggerating? No, this is like the fucking weird political religious fervor that these people are hopped up on. It's actually insane, okay? And then Brad caves. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, he responds to the situation, and he says, "This image made a statement that I did not intend to make, and I'd like to apologize for people who were hurt or upset by this. I also apologize for my quick response, as it was dismissive towards people who care about me and others deeply. I appreciate you looking out for me." Yeah, the initial response, he was just kind of like, whatever. Like, he didn't really care all that much. But he got bullied into, I guess, denouncing Ethan Klein, because then he continues on saying, "I am aware that being around Ethan and Hila at the moment is very questionable. I wanted to meet them despite people's valid criticisms of them. I am aware this is a bad look, and posting a photo with them upset many people. Not the best decision on my part." Then this Palestine flag in the fucking username decided to say, "Wait, you know they were problematic, and why? Then why would you ever want to meet them? If you knew Ethan and Hila were Zionists, Hila herself was in the IDF, why even risk your reputation for that meeting?" Then Brad says, "I wanted to meet them because they were famous, and I had an opportunity to watch a creator who was a pivotal part of my childhood and early YouTube adventures. I had no care for the moral implications at the time. I just wanted to feel cool." So yeah, he completely caves to these lunatic fucking lefties who are calling Hila and Ethan Zionists because, get this, Hila was in the IDF. Guess we'll just forget the fact that it's mandatory for every Israeli to serve in the IDF. You know, she wasn't volunteering, okay? She wasn't going in there happy to serve her country, okay? She wasn't agreeing with the prime minister at the time. But hey, this is what you get whenever a bunch of brain-dead fucking idiots start talking about complex geopolitics in an extremely niche region of the world that they have no connection to or any knowledge of, and they don't even know who they're criticizing for that matter. The reason why these people hate Ethan so much is because he didn't say that what Hamas did was a good thing, okay? He still condemns what Israel is doing, but he didn't say that Hamas were good guys. But then, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan decided to respond to all of this information. Alright, he decided to, respond to these screenshots over on his Instagram story, where he says, "This is Brad. Someone on the crew was kind enough to get him VIP tickets, so he was able to come backstage and hang out with us. I had the chance to speak with him for a little bit and thought he was a nice guy. Here, he is apologizing for taking a photograph with me because I'm a Zionist. What does this even mean? To those that use the word as an insult, it simply means anyone that believes Israel has the right to continue to exist. According to recent polling, this would include 90% of the world's Jewish population. That means that Brad here would need to apologize for taking a photograph with 9 out of 10 Jews. Whatever criticism I have voiced for Israel, whatever financial contributions I've made to the people of Gaza, nothing will ever be enough because I, like 90% of all Jews, am a Zionist. I've been on the receiving end of rabid anti-Semitism ever since October 7th, but this one made me especially sad. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is kind of depressing. Okay, well, he thought the guy was nice, he thought the guy was chill, alright, and he turned out to be a little pussy. Okay, that sucks. And after all of this, a ton of people kept calling him a pussy. For instance, Nicholas Diorio was just saying, hey, I'm not here to support and protect my buddy Ethan. In fact, I don't like him all that much, but I'm just calling you a pussy. Gotta agree with the fatty on this one, you know. Whatever you want to say about Nicholas Diorio, at least he knows to call a pussy whenever he sees one. Now he just needs to learn what a salad is, and maybe he'll be on the right track in life, but that is a debate for another day. Unfortunately, Brad continued to apologize to these filthy little mongrels on Twitter, and he said, "What's happening right now in Palestine is awful, beyond comprehension, and I finally understand why it's been so hard for me to speak about it. I said that I stayed quiet because I didn't know enough, but truthfully, I felt like I couldn't listen." Brad, you are a music reviewer. It is not your job to talk about niche geopolitical politics. Okay? Alright? Let's get that straight. What he finds fun and what he likes to do is criticize people's music. So why would he ever talk about fucking geopolitical politics? And I'm positive that whoever he's listening to is probably the incorrect voice to be listening to because, you know, it's just an emotional, loaded fucking topic and it's just annoying at this point, okay? Alright? These people need to be stopped. They need to be... I can't say that one, but we're all thinking what I'm thinking. I hope. He continues on saying, members of my family have died at the hands of Hamas, and it has honestly made this one of the hardest situations I've ever been presented. I understand why people are upset, and I want to make it very clear that I stand with the people of Palestine. I haven't talked to many of my family members in months because they believe that Israel's horrific actions are justified. I know they are not. Israel is committing genocide against the people of Palestine. I'm going to do my best to keep educating myself and to listen to Palestinian voices. Yeah, the only ones that matter are the Browns. And I hope you guys are able to be patient with me as I genuinely try to learn. I also want to thank the people in my community whose collective outcry helped break me out of my harmful mindset. The unfortunate part, you know, is, hey, Brad was a fan, okay? Brad even donated during one of H3's live streams to say, hey guys, I will see you here soon. I'll see you at the live show.
Oh yeah, earlier there was a 20 gifted donation from Brad Taste in Music. Shout out. Thank you for that donation. I believe I heard he might be at the live show actually. So maybe we'll finally get to meet this benefactor of ours.
He's just kind of giving his support, giving him some money. Oh no, Brad, you just funded Zionism, buddy. You just lined the pockets of a Jew. What are you gonna do now? But then, guys, he addressed the situation, okay? After a couple of days, after all of this backlash, okay, after being called a pussy, he decided that he needed to put out a video, a statement on everything that occurred.
No, the drama really is not that serious. I took it a lot more seriously than I needed to, I feel like. And I think that what happened is, so, like, I posted a picture with Klein, and then people were, like, replying with pictures of JPEG Mafia and Kanye West. And I was just like, this sucks. I thought it was funny, but it sucked. And then there were people like, Bradley, please don't just ignore this. And people in the community, Brad, this is bigger than this. You need to not ignore this. You need to address this. You need to not ignore this. People in my audience, I address it. Spineless. pussy apologizes for taking pictures with Jews. So it went from like, Brad, you have to address this. You cannot ignore this. This is very important. Fine, I'll say something, to, you should have said nothing. Why did you motherfucker? And it was just like, at that point, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I actually doing? Keemstar interview went, dude, Keemstar fucking tweeted something about it, dude. What's wrong with Ethan? Dude, I don't want to talk about this, though. It's like, it wasn't supposed to be a big deal. And what I ended up doing is I ended up selling Ethan and Ela Klein down the river. Just like I wanted to meet them. And it's like I sold them down the river. And then they got upset. And so the entire internet, both sides were upset at me. And then Ethan and Ela were upset at me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What are you saying fuck me for, huh?
And it was dog shit, okay? He literally apologized for apologizing, and he was like, guys, I'm sorry that I got into drama, and whenever I get into drama, I just lose myself, and I become a completely different person, you know? The facade that I'm trying to build for you all here breaks down, and I become the person I actually am, a petty little shit stain of a human being who can't actually speak their true mind and just gets scared by some fucking comments on a screen and then bends to them. But now, ladies and gentlemen, if it ended there, I would probably still make this video, and it would just be a little bit shorter, but we have more to make fun of him for. Why? Well, he decided to go on another live stream that he ended up privating, because he talks about his trip over to California, to go see the whole H3 live show, okay? And he talks about how he broke his sobriety of weed.
The problem with me is if I get into something, I'll manage to turn it into my whole personality and then just sort of like disappear into drama. But I do want to say that this whole Twitter shit I don't want to let it undermine the fact that I just had like the best vacation of my life. I went to LA, and it was actually such a healing trip for me. Socially, I feel like I repaired something in myself. I don't know how to explain it, but like I've just been very anxious socially for like years, and the amount of people I met who were really good people who I had to like open myself up towards this trip was, I really feel like I went through some very drastic changes in a week. I will mention this now because I will have to mention this in about a month. But I did. It's embarrassing. It's sad, but it's true and important to address. I did break my 3-year sobriety.
No!
From marijuana.
No!
But it's not about how you fall, it's about how you get back up. And I don't necessarily think it's all a bad thing. I think that there's actually a lot to get out of this.
You remember how he had such a horrible trip, such an awful trip that it brought him to tears? The traumatic experience of smoking a joint? Brought him to his knees, brought him to weep on camera in front of hundreds of people, and he decided to go back to it and smoke again? I don't know, something's not adding up here, guys. I don't know. Seems like a load of bullshit to me. Now, I will have to thank the YouTuber and streamer Queeman for getting a hold of this privated live stream, because, hey, without him, I would not be able to have this clip, okay? And I would not be able to make fun of this little dork. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I wish it was all over. If it was all over there, if that was the end of it, then maybe, just maybe, he would save his career. His life wouldn't be destroyed, okay? The man fell off the wagon, okay? All right, he's back on the herb. He's smoking that herb, you heard. He's back to his old habits. But ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't end there. Okay, one last thing I must show you is because he just recently, like a day or two ago, went on live stream and brought his girlfriend on to talk about the drama.
They're trying to provoke Brad into being a lol cow for them. Like, they are.
Yep.
Like, they're trying to piss, like, all of these lazy ass commentary YouTubers are trying to poke Brad until he responds and try to make him into a lol cow. So, like, we're literally just laughing at something that is, like, blown up in our lives, and, like, finding a little comedy in something. People are like, please drop it, drop, drop. And I just think, like even in the chat, like,
drop.
Yeah, it's like, people are like, okay, just talk about the music now. And it's like, I'm sorry, but, like, this is what comes along with having a platform. Sometimes it's, like, not pretty, and you can't just talk about the thing you want to talk about. And I'm sorry, like...
And she was saying, like, oh, all of these YouTubers are just trying to bait Brad into becoming a lol cow and make them content and stuff, which, yes, because there is kind of a drought in some drama after the whole Dr. Disrespect thing, you know. There's not a lot to talk about, okay? And, you know, this is a fun little dude to make fun of. So, okay, she's got a point, maybe. Take your eyes off of chat there for a second, buddy. And look me deep into my shit brown eyes, okay? To these beautiful little gawkers that I got here, okay? And I'll look through your glasses, okay? Don't worry, you don't have to take those off. I like whenever you got the glasses on it. It adds some character to your disgustingly decrepit little face, okay? We can team up, okay? We can become good friends, okay? We can become fun little pals, all right? We'll hang out. And I'll show you the way. I'll show you the way of not being such a little bitch. It is crazy to me that he was so happy about his trip over to California because he finally got to leave his house for longer than an hour or two, and he forced himself to interact with human beings. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, how antisocial are you? I get it. Meeting new people is definitely tough. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but I don't know, you're on the internet. You constantly are in front of people and talking to people and meeting people, quote unquote, every single day that you stream for hours. And you find it hard to meet people face to face? Sounds like a bit of a pussy to me. I don't know, guys, but other than that, ladies and gentlemen, not too much else to talk about other than please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. I hope you are enjoying them. Gay Retard out.